My dear students, welcome to Arts College Anantapur Media Center. In this class, we are going to learn about the classification of Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes are flatworms. They are dorso-ventrally flattened. The phylum Platyhelminthes is divided into three classes, namely Turbellaria, Trematoda, and Cestoda. Here you can see this is the first class called Turbellaria, followed by Trematoda, and another one is Cestoda. Coming to the characters of Turbellaria, this is the only class of Platyhelminthes which includes free living organisms. Normally, Platyhelminthes include only parasites. They may be ectoparasites or endoparasites, but this Turbellaria is the only class that includes free living Platyhelminthes. And mouth is situated at ventral side. That means ventral mouth is seen. And epidermis, you can see here, epidermis is ciliated with mucus glands, and there are certain specialized rod-like structures called rhabdites. Development includes one larva. The name of that larva is Muller's larva. Let me draw the diagram of this Turbellarian. It looks like this. So this is called planaria or Dugacia. And the mouth will be ventral in its position. And this is free living. This is called planaria or Dugacia. The beautiful dimension of this Turbellaria is they show maximum degree of regeneration. Let me explain the process of regeneration later. Let us make a review of the points. Turbellaria is the class that includes free living organisms. Mouth is situated ventral. Ciliated epidermis with mucus glands is found, and the rhabdites are the specialized structures that are found in Turbellarians. Development includes Muller's larva. And as I told, regeneration is in its extreme end. For example, you take this head part of the Platyhelminthes. If you cut this head into 10 pieces like this, each piece will develop a separate head. This phenomenon where multiple heads are formed is called heteromorphosis. You see this, it looks like a multi-headed monster, just like Ravanasura. So that is a beauty of regeneration of these Turbellarians. Now let us go to one more class, that is nothing but Trematoda. That is another class. Let us go there. So here you can see the next class, namely Trematoda. This includes flukes. You might have heard regarding liver flukes in lower classes. These flukes are either ectoparasites or endoparasites. Incomplete digestive system and intestine ends blindly. That means incomplete digestive system is found. That means mouth is present, but anus or cloaca are absent, and the intestine ends blindly in the form of blind sacs called intestinal ceca. Let me draw the diagram of liver fluke for you. Looks like this. It looks like this. And here you find one sucker called acetabulum, and mouth will be there at the end of this apex, and intestine starts here, and it ends blindly as intestinal ceca. And you can see the ends of the intestine that are blind, and these blind intestinal sacs are called intestinal ceca. So let me repeat, Trematoda includes parasites which are commonly called as the flukes. They are either ectoparasites or endoparasites, and the digestive system is incomplete, and the intestine ends blindly, and these blind intestinal sacs are called intestinal ceca. And the larval stages include miracidium, sporocyst, redia, cercaria, and metacercaria. Now let us go to the last class. Last class is nothing but Cestoda. Let me explain regarding the Cestoda. And Cestoda includes the tapeworms. The tapeworms are dorsoventrally flattened. They are the intestinal parasites. That means these parasites inhabit human intestines. And as the digestion process is complete in the human intestine, these tapeworms absorb already digested food material through the general body surface, and hence the mode of nutrition is osmotrophic mode of nutrition. And suckers and hooks are present. Suckers and hooks are present. And here I can draw the diagram for your understanding. And there will be one structure called like this. This is called scolex, and this includes hooks. Hooks will be there, and suckers are also present. And this is this anterior part, which is of the size of the pinhead, is called scolex. It should not be called head because of the absence of sensory organs. If the sensory organs are absent, you can't call that particular structure as head. So here the scolex should not be called as head because of the absence of sensory organs. But because of the presence of hooks and the suckers, there are 4 suckers, you can call it as organ of attachment or hold fast organ. And this scolex is followed by one structure that is nothing but the neck, and this neck is called zone of proliferation, and this is followed by a structure called strobila. Strobila looks like this. It looks like a chain of proglatids. The segments of the strobila are called proglatids. So they are arranged one after another like this. But these proglatids are of 3 different types, namely immature proglatids, where reproductive structures are absent; mature proglatids, where reproductive organs are highly developed; and gravid proglatids, which are loaded with eggs. So that is about the general organization of the body of the flatworms or tapeworms that are included under this particular class, namely Cestoda. And the flame cells are found in this. Flame cells are the excretory organs that are found in Platyhelminthes, and these are the specialized structures that are also found in tapeworms. Let me draw the diagram of flame cells. And in this lumen, there is a tuft of cilia which will be flickering like a flame. Because of the tuft of cilia, which simulates the flickering of flame, these are called flame cells, and they draw the nitrogenous waste materials, and they are useful as excretory organs. And coming to the life cycle is highly complicated with 2 or more hosts, of course. For example, if we take Taenia solium, it is a digenetic parasite which completes its life cycle in human being and pig. And there are many larval stages like hexaconch, oncosphere, Cysticercus larva. Cercaria larva, of course, is found in primatodes. That means liver fluke shows many larval stages. But whereas here, in case of flatworm or tapeworm, you can find the larval stages like hexaconch, oncosphere, and Cysticercus. And the pork which is loaded with the larvae of Cysticercus is called measly pork. That is about the classification of Platyhelminthes. Let me make a review of the lesson. In this class, you have learned about the classification of Platyhelminthes. Platyhelminthes include tapeworms, flatworms, and flukes. Of course, there are 3 classes, namely Turbularia, Primatoda, Cestoda. Turbularia is the only class that includes free living organisms, and Primatoda includes flukes, where the intestine ends blindly, and they show many larval stages like Miracidium, Sporosis, Redia, Cercaria, and Metacercaria. And Cestoda includes tapeworms, which exhibit suckers and hooks, and flame cells are the excretory organs here. Complicated life cycle includes 2 or more larvae like oncosphere, hexaconch, and Cysticercus. So, my dear students, meet you with some other topic on some other day. Thank you very much.